Tom is my only family, although we're not really related. He raised me after the death of my parents. Tom? What about your business? Isn't it going well?
Did Andy tell you to ask these silly questions? You know for yourself how great I do. How many people in the slums can afford to buy a drink? I'll answer myself. 1. And there are about 300 people living in the neighborhood. That's not much, is it?
So why did you set up the bar then?
How many times have I told you already? It was in different times. The business was going well then. But then the state enforced new reforms for cities and citizens. Proclaimed reform politics. And the business went to hell.
I saw a young lady leaving this place some time ago. Did you have a great time?
When?
Several days ago. She's quite tall, well-developed, young.
Shut up! You know nothing. You've never seen her. Got it?
Yeah, sure.
That's better.
What would you do in my position? Wait until somebody helps? Or would you try to get out of the problems yourself?
But now you want me to help you.
I only want your advice. A small hint that would set me on the right track.
But you know, the question is whether that path is really the right one. I know for sure it isn't. It's a path where you're gonna lose your head. So it's no path at all.
Tom? My parents surely didn't imagine this. This whole situation, and these times.
Your parents didn't imagine a lot of things. And this was one of them. And most of all, they didn't expect you were going to be raised by a fellow like me.
You've been a good teacher to me.
Your mother would think otherwise.
My father surely wouldn't want me to...
Your father wouldn't want many things. And do you know which one the most? For you to die, boy. He really wouldn't want your death. And I'm not helping you get killed.
If you stood above an abyss, people with knives were running after you and wanted to torture you, would you wait for them?
I know where you're heading, but...
Answer me, please.
I would jump.
And why?
Free choice.
You see? That's my decision too. I want to jump. I don't want to be dragged around and cut to pieces.
Fine. As you wish. I'll think about it. And maybe I'll talk about you with some people. I know they would like you. But I don't want to see you dead. The problem is that the parable of yours has a flaw. If you jumped into an abyss with a trampoline at the bottom, one that fired you back up closer to those fellas, that wouldn't help much, would it?
But it's still better, don't you think?
Better go now. I have to think about it.
Local regular seems to always be here. Is that you again?
Excuse me? Well, maybe you're right. I almost got the wrong address on my card.
Why don't you go home sometimes?
Home? Please, remind me. What exactly does that mean?
What do you mean? Well, to your family. I mean, you do have one, don't you? I saw you browsing some photos of your daughter and wife once, and you've spoken about them with Tom many times.
Son, I had a family. That's right. I had a family until an android from Thelex showed up. He came to our home. They said he had to check something. I was in work then. My wife got frightened and leapt to the phone. She wanted to call me. The android went to and threw her against the wall. My daughter jumped on him. She wanted to help her mother. He killed them both. According to the report, it was a mistake. That damn tin box reputedly evaluated the phone as some paralyzer or something. Well, Thelex simply swept it under the carpet. But I'm gonna stand up to them one day and have my revenge.
But the android belonged to the state, so...
Yes, to the state, but it wasn't the state's fault. It was the fault of the android. He said it to me.
Who?
It doesn't matter. Let's just say it was one of the investigators. And he was damn good.
But
But what? Goddamn, Felix and Endura will pay for killing my family, and the state's gonna help me with it.
Richard, there's no point. He'll speak that way forever. Just let him be.
where do you get all the money you drink away?
I help the state. You know, all those little services, do this, do that.
But I thought you opposed the establishment.
Yeah, that's true, but not with the state. It has only brought us welfare and peace. I oppose Endura and Theolax. They're the evil that's destroying us. Those androids of theirs and all their other technology, the state just tries to calm it down, to correct everything. Even I joined the fight against them.
Listen, you two, what are you whispering about over there?
Nothing, old friend. The youngster's trying to squeeze some wisdom out of me.
Ha! The right one indeed. He'll get nothing but beer.
What's it like to live this way?
What do you mean by that? Without a family or without a home?
Without a home. I know quite well what it's like to live without a family.
Did you get fired?
That's Endora. They shut down construction and we all got sacked. Moreover, they took our cards.
That's just like them. They simply aren't capable of anything better. But don't lose your heart. We'll take care of them.
We?
Sure, our men. You know what I mean.
The Resistance?
Shh! Not so loud. Yes, you may call us by that name, but we simply fight against Andorra and Felix.
And would you be able to help me find out what happened to me? Why they shut down the construction?
We have quite a lot of work at the moment, but maybe you would be able to work on it alone, with our help, of course.
But?
You know, we can't accept everyone. Do me a favor. I'll get you in touch with my contact man. He'll tell you more.
All right. What shall I do?
Well, you'll have to prove you're able to get something that's almost impossible to find.
And that is?
I have a toy which once belonged to my little girl. I'd like it functioning again. You know, as a remembrance. I need a battery, but not one of those modern ones. It has to be the old type. When you have it, come and I'll give you the contact.
And where am I to find this battery?
That's your problem now.
Great old thing. You can even download music from it. Great old thing. It's an old model without voice control. It's partially broken, so it can't be controlled directly. I don't need anything in here. Are these the right ones?
Show me what you've got. Let's see, you even got me too. Yeah, these are of an old type, yeah, but regrettably not of the type I need.
And what should the battery look like then?
Well, it has to be smaller, much smaller and flat.
All right, I'll try to get another one. Bad idea. An old children's game. Too bad there are no children around anymore. I'm a little too old for that. Another broken android. There are many of them around here. Although, this one seems quite well preserved. I might get some useful components from it. It's of no use doing anything with it. It won't last for long anyway. Old technology. Probably belongs to the warehouse. Probably out of order. Old technology. Probably out of order. Last time I was in this warehouse, I was a little kid. Last time I was... Cover for the drain. Holds fast. Holds tight. Can't do anything with my bare hands. Not like that. Waste of time. It's of no use doing anything with it. Another broken android. Ugh! Completely full. Maybe I could empty it.